Alright, so I just want to do a quick video and talk about the recent market downturn. I think we've been, the last 5 or 6 months, we've had a really great market. The market's been running up. We went through the whole cryptocurrency phase where everybody was talking about that. Maybe the last 2 months, the market hasn't been flying as high. I think there's a number of reasons for that. There's some uncertainty around, President Trump and all the legal issues he's experiencing. There's some issues with the different policies that the government is working on right now. In the short term anyways, cause the markets to go up and down. We may have some good days, some bad days. The market's really going to look kind of all over the place. And these general changes that are occurring because of the market are going to create some people irrationally buying and some people irrationally selling, and that's what causes a lot of the gyrations in the market. So what should you do when the market is kind of crazy like this? Well, it really depends. There's no one-size-fits-all answer. You obviously should talk to a financial professional. What I do in cases like this, if I'm planning a relatively big purchase and my stocks have already been significantly up in price, I will unload some of those stocks and basically take that money and put it into a money market account. And the reasoning for this is if you have any short-term needs, when this market is bouncing all over the place, you don't want to hit a point where it falls significantly and you have funds that you are counting on to buy a different car or put it down for a down payment on a house, things like that. You don't want to have those funds drop significantly right at the same time when you're looking to purchase. So you should take those funds on a day when the market's up, sell the stock and put that money in something safe like a money market account or a normal bank savings account. At that time, your goal isn't really to make money on interest or dividends or anything like that. Your goal is basically just to prevent losing that money that you need in the short term. For any funds that are in the long-term investing, personally, I'm comfortable with the companies I own, and I'm not really too concerned over the long term what's going to happen to those companies. I'm fairly confident that I've picked good quality companies that are going to go up in the long term. So that's the kind of mindset you need to have. If you need money in the short term, you should take that money out of the market. Don't have it in anything risky. If you are investing for the long term and you're confident you bought companies that can last for the long term, then you can keep the money in the market, and you really shouldn't have any fears if you are a long-term investor. Now, those of you that invest maybe for the short term, now if you're trading in and out of stocks, and that isn't really my specialty, so I'm not going to pretend I know all the answers for that, but you have to think, can you really with any certainty know where the market's going to go in short stretches? Personally, I don't think so. I mean, there's some ways you can get an idea, but at the end of the day, I'm a lot more confident that good quality companies are going to go up in the long term than I am on the day-to-day swings in those companies. So if you are a short-term trader, you have to ask yourself, do you understand the market at this point in time? If you don't, get out of the market. If you are confident that you know in the short term where the market's going to go, then maybe you can stay in the market, but that's something only you know. And if you're at a point where you have no clue what's going on, you have no clue where the market's going to go, I mean, if you have a financial advisor, you can talk with them, but they probably don't have any clue in the short term either. So realistically, when you are lost at what to do, to me, the only logical thing is sell and get out. You take Warren Buffett, when he has such a successful track record, even at that point in his career, if he doesn't know what's going on, he's comfortable to say, you know what, I'm out. And sometimes you have to be comfortable with saying, you know what, I'm out. I'm going to sit back, take my money, put it in something safe, and wait for the market to do something where I'm comfortable getting back in the market. And at the end of the day, only you know this. Your financial advisor's not going to know it. I'm not going to know it. Anybody else on the internet is not going to know when the best time for you to get in or out of the market is. Alright, if you have any questions, post them in the comments below, and be sure to like and subscribe.